Hey, what's going on, guys? Flickify here, and today we've got episode number 8 of my career mode with Chelsea. And as per usual, I've got 3 matches in this episode, 2 in the Premier League and 1 in the Champions League. And we're going to start the episode out again, as usual, with a squad report. Some pretty consistent growth. I'd like to see a little bit more growth from our starting 11 players and some of our younger players like Salah, because I expected quite a bit from him. But, you know, we still got quite a ways left in this season. We're not even halfway through it. So hopefully we can get a little bit more growth from some of our players. And there you can see Italy actually offered me their manager position, which is a pretty big offer. Italy's a pretty large team and a very notable and worthy team of my managing qualities, but I decided to reject them just because I don't really want to do international management at this point in time, and probably not in this particular career mode. But our first match in this episode will be against Newcastle, and Newcastle, as you're going to see their starting 11, it's going to be a little bit of a surprise, and I'll wait till they do show their starting 11 before I announce the surprise. But we're still leading the league with 28 points, Manchester United 4 points behind us, Arsenal 5 points behind us, and there you can see at their striker position, they've signed a German player, which is not very realistic to what they do in real life, but it is career mode and it is just a game. Obviously, some players that I have on my team probably wouldn't sign for Chelsea, at least not at this point in time. Paul Pogba, I don't really see him going to the Premier League at this point. He's pretty happy over there at Juventus, learning a lot from Andrea Pirlo. But anyways, we're going to give Salah the start here. He starts on the left-hand side. He's going to send the cross after beating out the defender. Tim Krul makes a good save. And speaking of Tim Howard, what can I say about him? I just finished watching that match yesterday. And what a match it was, U.S. versus Belgium. They put up a good fight, the U.S. did, and to be completely honest, there weren't a lot of expectations even here. I believed in the team because, you know, I really don't try to go into the World Cup with a lot of expectations. I feel like you have to prove yourself in the matches for the big teams. I mean, like the likes of Germany, that's the main team I support, but they haven't necessarily impressed me quite yet. Not saying they can't go far in the tournament, but unless they step up to play, I don't see them going too much further. They hardly beat Algeria, and what a game by them as well. And yeah, we're going to continue on with this episode, though, off the throw-in, and Newcastle's going to throw this one. It is still 0-0 at this point in time, but they're going to send the ball in the center, and they're going to find Marveau. He will find Kiesling. Kiesling's going to play through to Ben Arfa. Ben Arfa very dangerous on the outside. He's going to send in a great cross to Kiesling, and that is where he is very strong. He's a big guy, and he was able to head that one in, giving Newcastle the 1-0 lead in the 27th minute. And that was a tough goal to concede, but we will try to come back from that. But not before Kiesling gets through on goal again. Luckily, he is not the paciest of all strikers, but he will manage to find Ben Arfa again on the outside. Ben Arfa is going to play it inside to Tiote. Tiote is going to find Ben Arfa yet again. Ben Arfa sending in the cross, trying to replicate what happened earlier. Tiote with the diving header, but Czech makes a good save. And we're going to go on the counterattack here. Paul Pogba finding Salah. Salah is going to play it through to Shaqiri. Shaqiri in the center is going to play it back out to Salah. Salah's with a 2-on-2 here, and we've got more numbers. Shaqiri is going to get the ball, and he's going to finish that one home, picking up a good goal for him. And it's good to see him score just because he doesn't get too much playtime for this team, and I will try to change that, giving him a little bit more playtime because he is a very strong player for us. But another strong player for us is Eden Hazard. Look at that pace on the outside. He's just going to run by the defense, send in the cross, and it's Luis Muriel, surprisingly, gets the header, and he's going to give us the lead in the 77th minute there, and he's going to Gangnam style in style afterwards with his celebration. That was a big goal, really silencing the fans there at the Newcastle Stadium. But Ben Arfa is going to find De Jong yet again, and he's going to play this one through, try to play through to Ben Arfa. We try to clear it out, but they take it right back, and this time it's going to be Ben Arfa trying to get an opportunity. Czech makes a good initial save, and we do manage to clear this one out after a bit of a scramble inside the box, and we pull out with the 2-1 victory. So good win for us against Newcastle, back to our winning ways. The stats maybe leaned a little bit closer toward Newcastle, but we did have the possession advantage, which is a very important aspect of the game. But moving on towards the second match, we're going to be playing Milan, and they are a strong team, but they haven't done necessarily well in the Champions Cup group stage. I believe they're at the lower end of the table. We'll see here. Yeah, they only have 1 win and 3 losses in the 4 matches played, and we are at the top of the table with 9 points, so 3 wins and 1 loss. And they have a very strong team. Balotelli, he's a monster up front. El Shaw on the outside. Montalivo on the other side. And Honda in the center. So that's a very, very strong front four. but we do have our own strong players in the attacking position, Oscar, Eto'o, and Muriel. Not too many players that are going to be able to replicate what they are able to replicate, but they will manage to get the first goal in the match. It's going to be Honda off a bit of a defensive error on the free kick in the 7th minute, so not a great time to concede. Very similar to the Newcastle match. We go down early, but hopefully we can replicate what happened in the Newcastle match and pull a couple of goals back. But De Jong is going to send in this cross, and it's going to be Elsha with the initial shot. Czech makes a good leg save, and we do manage to clear this one out of the 18. But here again, it's going to be De Jong, and he's going to find Constant. Constant's going to play it back on the outside. De Jong is going to find Elsha. Elsha with the dribbling ability is going to find Essien. Essien plays it back to Elsha. Elsha is going to finish this one, and very unlucky there. It was deflected by Czech. We tried to save it through the defense, but it managed to cross the goal line, and El Shaarawy is going to make it 2-0 just before halftime for Milan. So a great show from them in the first half, and they're going to try to replicate it again in the second half through Balotelli. Balotelli's going to get by our first defender. He's going to manage to get by 2 defenders there, and he's going to go with the pass. Surprisingly, it was a very abrupt pass. Thought he had a pretty good shot on goal, but he decided to pass it off, and I don't think the person who shot it was expecting that one. But there, El Shaarawy nearly making a second goal for himself, trying to make it 3-0 for Milan. But here, a mistake on the defensive end for them. We're going to steal the ball back a couple times. Muriel's going to play it through to Eto'o. Eto'o's going to find Muriel yet again, and on the outside he's going to cut inside, try to find a player. He will find Paul Pogba on the outside. He's going to play this one to Oscar. Oscar is going to turn the defender. He's going to have a go on that near post, and what a finish from him. I think that hit the top net, and we're going to cut the deficit in half, making it 2-1 in the 71st minute, but unfortunately we weren't able to get a second goal for ourselves, and we do fall to Milan in this one, but not a huge deal since we are leading the table with the 9 points. I believe we will still be at the top of the table after that game. But we do have one final match in this episode against Southampton, a very strong side and a team that's very close to my heart because I did do a career mode for 2 seasons, I believe, with them back in the day. I mean, just a couple of months ago. What am I talking about? But after the win, we are still at the top of the table, and we didn't make too many changes in the starting 11. I mean, we did give Schürrle the start, and besides that, really not too many changes in our starting 11, but they've got a couple decent players. They did sign Diouf at the striker position, so Ricky Lambert, I'm not too sure where he is in terms of where they're playing on their team. I mean, I don't know if he's on the bench or if he gets the occasional start or if he got transferred even. But here we're going to continue on. Czech makes a good initial save to fist that one out, and it will be Diouf who finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez finds Diouf. He's going to find Rodriguez yet again, and a good save by David Luiz to keep that one from going in. He's going to find Eto'o on the counter attack right here, and he's going to find Pogba. Pogba plays it back to Eto'o with the over-the-top through ball. He's got the pace here. He's going to be able to beat that defender, Schneiderlin, the center defensive mid, and Oscar's trying to get a header on that one, but it is cleared out of play. So we continue on in the 15th minute. It's going to be Eden Hazard off the free kick. He's going to find Muriel. Muriel sees the running Hazard, and he's going to have a go from way out, and I did not expect that one to be close to being on target or even going in, but it just bounced its way on in, and Burke, kind of a sloppy bit of keeking right there, or you can say it was a class finish from Hazard. We're going to see a couple of replays just so we can get a better judge of that one. A good pass initially by Muriel to find Hazard, but just he has a hit on it, and it's really well placed. I mean, if we see this one again, but to be completely honest, I expected the keeper to do a lot better than what he did. And there you can see he dove pretty late on with the shot. But hey, we're going to get a good goal from that one, and it was nearly deflected by the defender. But we're going to take that goal, and we're going to start things off with a 1-0 lead against Southampton after the couple of replays, and Burke can't believe it. But with that kind of keeping, you better believe it. But Diouf's going to continue on, or actually that was a defending mistake. I believe it was David Luiz or Varane who tried heading it back to Czech, and Wanyama's going to see that, and he said, thank you very much. Gets an easy goal to tie things up yet again for Southampton, and that was just a defensive error on my part. I thought the defender could head it back to Czech, who could run onto it and make the easy save, but apparently that wasn't so. But here's Hazard yet again, find Muriel. Muriel plays outside to Andre Schürrle. He's going to try to finesse that one, and again, Burke with a very kind of a sloppy save, and he should have done better with that. And speaking of sloppy, Oscar managed to somehow get through on goal here, and he managed to put that one away. I believe that one deflected off Baruch and goes on in. I don't think that would have even been on target had Baruch not touched it. But again, we're going to be thanking Burke after this game because he's pretty much given us 2 goals. And Muriel's going to continue on right here. Does very well to get by the defenders. Somehow managed to get by them, and he just hits the post there. That would have been just a great finish. and a great bit of play had he been able to finish that one. But here we're going to continue on. Muriel's going to get an over-the-top through ball, courtesy of Andre Schürrle. He's going to have a go. And again, it is saved by Baruch. And, you know, Luis Muriel, I've expected quite a bit from him in this career mode just because he did so well in last year's career mode. But he just hasn't really lived up to my standards. But that's all right. He's still a decent player. He's got some good pace, and he adds quite a bit to the team. Schneiderlin here with an ambitious cross to Diouf. And here, Czech makes a couple of good saves, and I don't know how Schneiderlin put that one away. Didn't put that one away, and I don't think he knew either. We're going to continue on again. Diouf's going to try to get through on goal, but Czech was having a monster of a game. Very similar to how Tim Howard was able to do for the U.S. But we're going to continue on here. Just a bit of sloppy play by Southampton. It's going to result in Oscar sending an easy cross, and it's going to be Eto'o who's going to finish that one, making it 3-1. And 3 goals for me on legendary difficulty is kind of unheard of, and I don't think I've even been able to replicate that in this entire series so far, but it just worked for me this game. We were just getting chances, and the defense was being sloppy again right here. We just applied the pressure. Eto's going to get an easy shot, and he's going to finish it again, making it 4-1 for us in the 71st minute. And guys, that's how the match did end, a 4-1 victory. Very, very good performance from our team. And if you guys did enjoy this episode today, be sure to let me know by leaving a like rating down below, or a comment, or both, whatever you want to do. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future content. But other than that, guys, I think that's all for today. This has been Flickify. I'll be talking to y'all again soon.